I've been coming to the Skill Day Center for about 2 years. What I like is that Mrs. Jones will help you with your homework and projects, and if you need help, she will help you right away. The benefit on the Skill Day Center is that I'm really happy to be here. Mrs. Jones is the best tutor ever.
Well, School Day Center has helped me a lot. I've grown, grades have improved when I'm coming here, and pretty much it.
The Skill Center came about in 1993. I myself grew up in such a setting that I have here now, and it was very helpful for me and my other family members in that it allowed a bunch of us, at least 7 or 8 of us, to go beyond high school to get further education and all. And also, it allowed me to help some of the kids that were at Evergreen as well as in the community. And once the word got out about the Skill Day Center having a after-school tutoring service, and a lot of the kids here were telling their buddies about it, next thing we knew, we have an active roster of about 240 students with 30 to 40 each day. And to say an impact it's making on the community is that it's helping create and cultivate future good citizens for tomorrow. It helps cut out a lot of delinquency. A lot of the kids, they enjoy coming because it gives them a very positive image and something that they can relate to as their own, such as the Skill Day Center, and that they are an extension of us. And we cater to kids from actually 4 up through college, and that we have math students that help other kids do, higher level math, as well as myself. I could do a lot of the high school stuff, but for the majority we have volunteers to help kids to further their education and go beyond high school.
It has done wonders for the neighborhood kids. I do so appreciate, Mr. and Mrs. Jones for being in the neighborhood. And this is my neighborhood as well. And I'm just so overwhelmed for how good they're doing over here. It's a blessing. More than a blessing, it's a blessing.
This is the really, besides the recreation center, this is the only place for them to go. And now that Ms. Jones has a heart for the children, it's not just a job, or she's not, and her and her husband, they're not looking for the paycheck. They're looking at the kids. It's just not, they don't just be there just for the kids with their grades and all this kind of stuff. Even with personal needs and helping parents out and all this kind of stuff, they do what they can do, to be there for the children that comes here.
You pull a kid out of class, you help them, you tutor them, you teach them math, you do language, spelling, whatever, after they fail the test. But they weren't allowed to go back into the classroom and either retake the test, or you couldn't prepare them prior to an assignment so that they could go in and successfully complete it. They just needed someone to be constant in their lives, because these children, they were from hostile environments. They came to school scared, they came to school sleepy, they came to school hungry, they lived with broken promises, and he realized all of this stuff. And so he walked out of his job and he went into the neighborhood and he took the Crike House and turned it to the Learning Center. And out of that move, so many children have graduated from high school in the hundreds who were deemed uneducatable. And I think we probably got about 25, 30 college graduates now, over this 25-year period, and children just keep coming.
It put an impact on me, the Skills Day Center, because with Dr. Catherine Jones, she motivated me and pushed me to get my education as well. So with that, it kind of trickled down where I gave that push to Zenobia. This Skills Day Center has really just showed me and Zenobia the importance of an education. I learned a lot too about volunteering, how important volunteering is, and during that time and making a difference in these kids that live in the low income type homes and stuff like that. It really make you feel good to come to know that you're a little more fortunate than others, but you still can make that difference and help them out.
Skill Day Center actually started out in the neighborhood across the street. I say a reclaimed crack house, and that I talked to the owner and landlord and told him what I was doing, even though he thought it was hilarious. But as you can see, 23 years later, we're still here. Thanks to the Heavenly Father and law enforcement, as well as myself, we were able to tame it, and as a result, we're now in our new place that Marion County has provided us with. It's all volunteer and everything is donated. We've been volunteer full time for 23 years and we're really enjoying it. We were located in a very poverty-stricken area, and as a result, we're seeing Skill Center seem to be helping break that chain of poverty that was encompassing them by encouraging them to go on and do the best they can be. What the Skill Center doing is just helping create and provide Marion County as well as the state with good, wholesome citizens that can be productive.
Because they have someone constant in their lives, and that's being in their neighborhood, not outside their neighborhood, it gives them a sense of value. It says to them that somebody really does care about us. And if there's a problem that can't be answered at home, I can go to Mr. and Mrs. Jones and they'll take care of the situation. So I never wanted to be a fat lady with a bunch of kids and don't know who their daddies are, and I'm a fat lady with about 200 or 300 children and don't know who the daddies are. That's exactly what I am.